Alright, HadesOmega here. So, I got less than a week since till I take off for my TAT journey, and I'm having some trouble planning the first leg of the journey. So here's what I'm using. I tried to use Basecamp, and it's just I guess I could use it, but it kind of sucks. It's very do I have it open? Oh, okay, I don't even have it open. But yeah, the maps suck on it. The Google Maps is much better. You can see a lot of stuff. So here you can see I'm planning a lot of stuff. So what I used to plan for interesting routes anyway, is I use touching Butler Maps. So here I got the Butler Maps for Southern California. So I've kind of pulled out all the relevant ones. So I got Southern California here. I got Nevada. I have a BDR Utah map, but as much as possible, I'm gonna try and not do so much dirt on the way there, because one, I'm running dual sport rear tire. It's not like a knobbly tire, and like I need to get over to the other side of the country ASAP, you know. So yeah. So in here I got Arizona backcountry discovery. I have a Northern California, but I'm probably not going to use that. I'm going to head south, and I have an Arizona map right here. So I'm going to see if I can get some more maps tomorrow. Yeah. So this is how far I've kind of gotten. So the first step of my planning for the slab trip is I looked up a bunch of places, you know, like what would you call them? I guess tourist destinations. So I looked up a bunch of places that, you know, I might be interested in visiting. So and the plan is to go as south as possible. If I go north into like the Sierras and stuff, and you know, the high altitude places, there's gonna be snow and there's gonna be closed roads. So so if you look here, I got, boom, here, mountain pass closures. So I was thinking like, oh yeah, we can go down Ebbets Pass. Well, you know, Ebbets Pass didn't open until May the 13th last year. So it is almost the 13th. So it may open this week. I don't know, but I decided like, hey, well, all that High Sierra stuff, we can't do it. So you can see here, none of them are open except for June Lake Loop and Lake Sabrina to Aspendell. I don't even know where that is. So yeah, so all these passes are closed because it's cold. It's really cold. There's snow, and you know, it's not passable is what it is. So I've decided not to go that direction. So anyway, but also let's get back to this. So this is the first part of the planning that I had done. So I kind of if you go to Google Maps and let's say you look up a place. So let's say I want to go here. What is this? This is the San Miguel Mission. So I kind of like looked it up. I'm like, oh, that might be an interesting place to check out along the way. So I did what I do. So this helped me a lot on my Japan trip. If you use Google Maps for navigation. So what I did is that you can click the star here, and it'll save it on your Google account, and then whenever you pull up your Google Maps, it'll show up in there. So you don't have to type it in like, oh, I'm looking for such and such place, and like you can look, like let's say you're here in Las Vegas. I think this is Las Vegas, Arizona or something, but and then you can see like, hey, well, over here is the star section, so I can just click that and say just navigate there, give me directions, and it'll give you directions on how to get there. So that's one way I'm planning right now, because I don't have maps for a lot of these other states, so it's just gonna be, I don't know, just one of the major places I wanted to go was the Grand Canyon. So, and a lot of the places in Grand Canyon are like a lot of the northern places you still can't go to. They're just opening like this week. So this is I mean, timing is critical for this trip, and I'm beginning to realize that I should probably push it back farther, but I would really like to get this trip done. Oh yeah, let me talk about the timeline after all this map stuff. But all right, so yeah, I was gonna use my phone for navigation on the way there, sort of, kinda, and my GPS. So that is some place I delivered something to. But if you go out to the main map, oops. Okay, just the regular map. You can see all the starred places. See, pretty cool. And this helped me, like I said, this helped me a lot out in my Japan trip. So I've kind of looked at some stuff along the southern part. The reason, like I said, the reason that I was gonna go through the southern part of the U.S. is because it's warmer. The closer you get to the equator, the warmer it'll be. So I don't want to camp in like freezing weather, you know. But like also the TAT is like, it goes from here to like here. So I kind of want to. It would be best, like, if I want to see some different stuff, I could either go north or I can go south. Well, it's that time of the year where you probably want to go south because the weather will be warmer. I'm not much of a cold weather person, you know, and hopefully it won't be raining. But so yeah, so that is the plan. But so right now I've kind of starred a bunch of places, so I'm not really sure. But I'm just gonna like kind of just along the way, like, hey, we'll go there, we'll keep go there. But I'm using the Butler maps right now initially for whatever states I have. So what I do is I look up here on the map. So you can see here the black dotted lines are dirt roads, and then they have recommended dual sport roads. So I might do some of these dual sport roads. It depends. It depends on how much sand there is, because I don't want to ride too much sand if I got a lot of stuff on the bike and with those tires, you know, if I have a more streety tire. But I was looking at the Arizona map, and oh man, there's a lot of recommended dual sport roads. So what I've noticed is the recommended dual sport roads. These red dotted lines. These are recommended by Butler Maps. And most of these recommended roads, I notice, are they're passable by for adventure bikes. So they're adventure bike safe. They're very easy to ride on dual sport roads, dirt roads. So yeah, so that's what I'm kind of doing. I'm just going to put these highlighted roads into my GPS. So the way I'm doing that is I'm using this app. This web app called Ride with GPS. So this is a great app. It has different maps too. You can try. So watch this. Bike pass. Oh, no. Yeah, you can use a satellite view. You can use some cycling maps or something. U.S. topographic maps. Yeah. So, but I've just used map. Map is like Google Maps. And so here I got a route going from Coalinga. I've never been to Coalinga. I've kind of heard. I pass by it all the time on the freeway, but before this, there's a road that goes from here, like kind of like Hollister. I planned the route from Hollister to Coalinga here, and then from Coalinga, I'm going this way, and then I'm going down here into the Sierras. Ugh, okay, yeah. So there's something called Sherman Pass up here, and I'm gonna try to do it. But I saw today from like a video camera footage, there's snow on it. So it said there's no restrictions though. So maybe there's different ways I'm gonna go. So this is right. That's what I put. So we're gonna go from here down here, and then this is Sherman Pass right here. And then if that is blocked, I can go down here to Lake Isabella and take 178 out, or I can go down to Jawbone Canyon, do some dual sporting. So that looks looks like it'll be pretty cool. And then it'll spit me out in Ridgecrest, and I think I'm gonna go ahead to Death Valley, but I won't do any dirt in Death Valley. I'm gonna save that for some other time. I would like to go back to Death Valley on Dual Sport, but just like to trailer it over there, you know, and just ride around. Yeah, there's a lot of cool places right around Death Valley, but I would really like to do it on a lighter Dual Sport, or at least like have, you know, I don't have to carry the camping shit with me, you know. Yeah, so, and then from there I'm gonna head to Las Vegas, visit a buddy, and take a shower or something, you know. So that's the plan. That's the plan for the first leg. So that'll get me, let's see. So we'll be in Vegas already, right? And then I'm gonna do the Grand Canyon. So what I've realized is the Grand Canyon is freaking huge. It is freaking huge. So it's divided up into North Rim and South Rim. So it's like there's the northern part, and then there's the Grand Canyon, and it's like a sandwich, is what it is. So and then they say it's like 200 miles or something between them to get around it, and the Grand Canyon is crazy. But you know, it's a place I've always wanted to visit, so I'm gonna do it along the way. So why not? I'm gonna pass by it. And we're definitely on the way back. We're not going into Arizona. We're going to Utah. Another thing I could do is probably do Route 66. I did some of Route 66 in Arizona, and I actually enjoyed it more than the California Route 66. It was very nice. It was on BLM land, and you know, in the desert, and it was awesome. But I think I would rather go for the Grand Canyon. So, and then there's a bunch of other stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff in Albuquerque, but these are just places to visit. Like, I don't really have to visit them, as long as like I'd prefer to ride, you know, some dope roads and take pictures of nice views, you know, that type of thing. So that's the first part of my slab planning. So hopefully I can get up to like Las Vegas tonight. But I think I pretty much got it nailed down. I kind of know what I'm going to do. And then I have to figure out, I would like to bring those maps with me, but there's just so many of them, you know. What I'm going to have to start doing is start folding up these TAT maps. In fact, I can probably start loading the roll. Wow, there's like, I wonder how many roll charts there are for this. This is the Tennessee, the first section, so I'm going to have to like start folding them up and then stuffing them in my duffel. Start packing. I have to do packing stuff. So I'm planning to do that, and then get like my gear together. Yeah, get all my riding gear together. So those are my goals for tonight. So I've got a week, maybe more. Like I said, it's kind of like I was supposed to leave today actually, because yesterday was the end of the Yosemite Dual Sport event, and like I said, I didn't. I decided not to do it, just to save some money, you know, and I think it's a good idea because a lot of the passes are closed. They're impassable. So the later I go, the better. The more stuff will be open. But yeah. But the ideal time, oh yeah, the timetable. Okay, let's talk about the timetable. All right. So here's the timetable. It is now May 9th. So I'm planning. I was supposed to leave today or like yesterday, I guess now, on the 8th, but I've decided I'm gonna leave sometime next week, probably on the 15th, maybe. If all goes well, 15th is when I'm leaving. But I have no. I won't feel bad if I leave, you know, a little bit later in the week, but I have to leave by here. So I figure, you know, it'll take me, I want to reach here, I want to reach the TAT, the east side of the country, by the 1st of June. So that gives me, you know, that'll give me like almost 2 whole weeks to get there. I think that's doable. And then I would like to get to, I have something I have to do. There's an anime expo is on July. Oh yeah, it's in July, like early July. So I would like to get home before early July. So if we make it to the East Coast and start the TAT around this time this year, I'll have 1, 2, 3, almost almost 4 weeks to do the thing, do the TAT. So I think that'll do it. I don't think it'll take longer than like 2 weeks to do the TAT, but it depends on how fast I move, you know. But you know, like I said, I'm not in a big rush, but yeah, I would like to get back by that time. Sorry, yeah, I'd like to get back for the 1st of July, ish, maybe earlier, probably earlier. But so when I get there, it's gonna spit me out here in Oregon, and I have to figure out how I'm gonna get back to San Jose. That's still quite a bit of distance. It's like you know, from Oregon, I think it's somewhere here in Oregon, and then yeah, so probably just ride Highway 1 back. You know, I've done Highway 5. I have done Highway 5 on the DR650, and it is no fun. I've done this section right here and on the highway, and it's no fun at all. Maybe I can hit up Military Pass. I passed it up one time, but I didn't get to go there. So yeah. So those are the plans. That's the plans. That's my timetable, and that's my first initial slab trip planning. Like I said, I got this stuff. I'm trying to program this stuff into the GPS. So right now I got different possible routes. I'm gonna throw them in the GPS, just in case a road is closed or something. And I got extra. I will bring the extra gallon of fuel with me. So I mean, that'll give me more peace of mind that hey, if something is closed, I'll have enough gas to turn around. You know, that's always one thing that, you know, gives me anxiety when I'm riding. You know, especially yes. It's like road closures. You have to double back, you know. So yeah, that's the plan. So tonight I'm hoping to get all this done. So far I'm like over here in the Ridgecrest area, and then I just have to program a route going to Las Vegas, and then I'll probably do the next leg tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Las Vegas to like Grand Canyon. Also, I wanted to go to Zion National Park here, but I don't know, man. I don't have time for that. It seems like I'll have to save that for another day. I will be going back to Moab on the way, so I don't know. But I heard Zion is a really nice place to visit, so never been there before, but I heard a lot about it. So lots of fancy rocks and stuff. So there you go. Those are my plan. That's the planning stage I'm at right now. I believe I can get it done by the time I get there. I know after I get to Arizona, I don't really know what is out there. You know, I've never been this far out in the country, so it'll just be. I wish I had a Butler map for all these other states, because I don't know what the nice roads are. I would rather ride on nice motorcycle roads, you know, than interstate highways, you know. It's not like I'm riding a Goldwing or something, you know. Alright, so HadesOmega. Okay, so I've kind of gotten to Death Valley, and so I'm having this problem here. According to I'll show you some problems. So this 2017 is a pretty bad year, you know, because a lot of the roads got fucked up because we had like a crap ton of rain, so a lot of stuff flooded. So I'm trying to look for this place called Wild Rose Road, and it's saying like it's Google Maps is so up to date. Here it is. Here's Wild Rose Road. See, you can see here it goes here and it stops. Well, according to my good old Butler Maps, which is a couple years old already, we're here. This is Wild Rose Road here. According to that, it goes all the way. It goes all the way to 190 here. I've never taken that road before. I wanted to try it, but according to this, it only goes that far, and there's a very good reason. I went and checked the Death Valley website, and here it is, Lower Wild Rose Road, closed between Wild Rose Campground and Panamint Valley Road. So we can't take it. That's what it is. I'm like I have a motorcycle. I can try to tough it out, but I wouldn't. It's one of those like, hey, well, you're gonna go there and you're gonna be disappointed because you're gonna have to turn around. So I don't even try. So we're just not going to do that. So you can see here, Scotty's Castle is closed. A lot of stuff is closed, so because of flood damage and stuff, because of all the water. So 2017 is you know, it's a tough year to travel in California. Anyways, we got so much rain. All right, so we're just gonna have to just take the main roads. And like I said, I'm not really gonna do Death Valley, the dirt roads in Death Valley, because one, I've been there already, and two, like I said, I'd like to come back and trailer the bike there and just, you know, ride it without all the junk on it. All right. Okay, so I kind of got a route plan, so so I'm just gonna kind of go do a brief draft here. So let's say I'm in Las Vegas already, and then we're gonna hit the 15 up here, and then I'm planning to go to Valley of Fire here. So we're gonna ride Valley of Fire Road somewhere here. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, it goes like this, and then it goes north, and I take the 15 here. There's a lot of other dual sport roads along the way, but I have to like resist, you know, I don't have time to do all of them. There's so many epic dual sport roads in Nevada. I'll just have to come back and do it. And then there's another road here called Trumbull Road, Mount Trumbull Road. It goes down here to Mount Trumbull, and then to Tuweep, and then there's a lookout here of the Grand Canyon, and then it goes up here, somewhere around here, and then there's another dual sport road that goes down here to Ryan, and it goes down here to the north. It goes down here to the main road, North Rim almost, and then we'll go to North Rim, Grand Canyon, and we'll head straight up this road here, and then head this way. So that's probably going to be the most. That's probably going to be the most sightseeing I'm going to be doing along the way, and I mean it's there's a lot of dirt roads out there, so it's very much the wilderness, you know. And then there's a couple places along the way I was going to go. There's something called the Navajo Bridge and the Horseshoe Bend. It's right there. I'm going to go here, and I thought about just going east, but I'm going to go south. I'm going to go south, really far south. So we're going to go to Flagstaff. Are we going to go to Flagstaff? Yes. There's a meteor crater I was going to wanted to go check out. And then I'm going to head south. South. All the way to Tucson. Man, that's a long way. And there's this awesome air museum here. This is a Davis Monthan Air Base, you know, where they have the graveyard. They have like a big giant airplane graveyard there. And so from there we're gonna go this way. So we're already like really south already, and then I'm gonna head here near El Paso, and then plan is to go, where's this Big Bend? No, it's kind of out of the way, so I'm just gonna take this interstate here to San Antonio, and then there is a aircraft carrier here I could visit, but I think I'm gonna pass on that because it's hella out of the way. Oh, what if I just went and did this thing? Well, anyway, from San Antonio I'm gonna head to Houston, and there's a big space center there I want to check out, and then we're gonna head to Louisiana, and then there's I was gonna go to New Orleans and Baton Rouge, Biloxi, Pensacola, Florida. There's a Naval Air Museum there I'd like to check out. Yeah, you can tell I'm a big aviation, you know, aviation buff. And then I was thinking just head north, take the 65 to Montgomery here, and then take it to Columbus, Georgia. And right there is Fort Benning. Fort Benning is where I went to. Fort Benning Airborne Infantry. And then from there, yeah, I wanted to go to the, what is it? The Infantry Museum. That's it right there. And then we're gonna head north. I'm gonna pass Atlanta, and then here into the forests to Andrews, and then I'm gonna ride Tail of the Dragon, and then near Tail of the Dragon is Tellico Plains. So that's pretty much the start of the TAT right there. So once I hit Tail of the Dragon, after that, the next thing on my agenda is to go do the TAT. So, and then it's just a ride back, you know. So I didn't quite make it to the East Coast, but I made it to the Gulf of Mexico. Pretty much is the plan. I'd like to go all the way to the East Coast, but you know, I don't know. That's more planning, and there's no trails out there, you know, that I know of. So that is the draft for now. So yeah, once I get past Arizona, it's not even halfway, man. It's not even halfway. Yeah, once I get past Arizona, I'm just gonna you know, interstate. But I don't really know what's out here, so I wish I had more maps and stuff. I may try to get some maps today. I'm gonna go to Road Rider and see if they have any more of these butler maps. But yeah, that's the plan. So it's basically like this, and then we're gonna go down here, and then we're just gonna head east as much as possible, sorta, kinda. Here, up here, boom, we're there. So that is a pretty good route. I think that's pretty good. I'll have to play the time management game. If I think I'm taking too long, then you know, we just start skipping stuff and just ride, you know. But that looks pretty good. HadesOmega out.